do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. We'd like to know a little bit about you for our file. We'd like to help you help yourself. Look around you, all you see is sympathetic eyes. Stroll around the grounds until you feel at home. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the happy hour here on Studio Live today. Hope you're doing well. Hide it in a little place where no one ever goes. Put it in your pantry with your cupcakes. It's a little secret, just the Robinsons' affair. Most of all, you know you've gotta hide it from the kids. Cuckoo-ca-choo, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa, God bless you, please, Mrs. Robinson. Heaven holds a place for those who pray. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Sitting on a sofa on a Sunday afternoon, going to the candidates' debate. Laugh about it, shout about it when you've got to choose. Every way you look at it, you lose. Where have you been, Joe DiMaggio? Nation turns its lonely eyes to you. Ooh, what's that you say, Mrs. Robinson? Joltin' Joe has left and gone away. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. That's out of order. Welcome to the happy hour here on Studio Live today. That was, of course, the Simon and Garfunkel classic from 1968 called Mrs. Robinson. A little bit dated, but still, Simon and Garfunkel. You gotta hand it to those dudes. They knew how to write a song. And that's a pretty cool one, in my opinion. Subject matter, yeah, questionable, but that's okay. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good time this weekend. We are at Sunday afternoon here. Well, it's morning actually, nearly afternoon here in sunny Adelaide, South Australia. It is sunny today, 18 degrees Celsius, sun shining outside. I'll be getting out there amongst it in the next hour. But before then, I'll be hanging out here and playing some tunes and chatting to you folks. Who have we got here in the audience today? We have Scott, we got 1000 watts, we got BTS Medallion 58, we have Tom Rochelle, Jeff Brush, Damien R, hello to you. We've got Green Rex, hello, what's up? Bubba is here, of course he is, and Zelda N64 fan. Michael Turner, hello to you as well, and Sion has made it. Yes, he has. He's here in the flesh. Hope you are all doing well on this wonderful day. Give me a bit of give a thumbs up or thumbs down on the audio levels there, if you don't mind. How are my audio levels today? Am I sounding okay? Hopefully we're doing okay. Bit of a funny mood today, but that's all right. We're going to get on and play some tunes. In fact, this is by request. So if you've got a request, you can throw it out there. Let me bring up on my iPad here. I'm going to jump in because I put a post on my channel. My face is too far away from my iPad. I've got to log in with my fingers. Oh, still getting used to the iPad Pro and how it all works. So yeah, let me know how the sound check went there, and then we'll jump into another track. But I'm going to jump in here to my community tab on my channel where I asked if anyone had any requests. Community poster on your computer. Oh. Community posts are apparently not on the iPad. They're on the iPhone and they're on the computer, but they're not there. But that's okay. Luckily, I have a computer. Here's one I prepared earlier. I'll jump in there and take a look. If you have already left a request there, I can't promise I'll play them all because I probably don't know them. So I'm not going to learn a song as in what the song is and then try to play it. That would be bad for all concerned. But some songs, as long as I know the song, we might do a little bit of learning on the fly because that sounds like fun. And why not? All right, let's have a look at what the request we have here. Jump into these comments and see what our first by request song is going to be. Absolute have said perfect by me. Yeah, I'll probably play that later, but let's play some covers. Oh, here we go. Metallian. I know you're here in the crowd. You're one of the first to jump on here, requesting a tune, a Crowded House tune. So let me see if I can bring this one up. I reckon I've already got it in my little notes here. If I can spell. No, I don't. There you go. I'll have to do this one on the fly. So I'll show you a little bit of behind the scenes stuff of what we do here. So hold the line a moment while I just get myself set up here to do this. And then we will jump into that. Oh, I'm trying to press all these buttons at once. Again, I say this every week, but I'm like, I need a producer. I need someone to sit in here and help me out by producing this show. Don't know that that's going to happen. All right, I'm going to come in here now. I'll share this with you because it's the way that I do things and the way that if I'm learning a song or if I haven't got the chords in my little chord database, then this is what I can do. I can jump over and grab them from here. But let me just find where I've got my OBS. Here it is. Let's bring up my desktop. Boom, there we are. So here I am in Ultimate Guitar. There you go. There's my cheat. That's me learning Simon and Garfunkel's tune just before the show. Now this tune is one that I've definitely played before. It is a tune by Crowded House. It's called Weather With You. That's why I'm not doing it, because I'm not spelling it right. It's Weather With You. Does that mean I actually have it? Let's come over here to my notes. Maybe I actually have that one. So there's the Simon Garfunkel tune. Let's see, do I have it? And I was just spelling it wrong. No, I still don't have it, but that's okay. So we'll bring it in here. We'll make it a new tune. No, that was 90s, I reckon, Crowded House. So we'll come in here to my 90s tab. Go away. There we go. 90s tab. We'll add a new page. And this is what I do when I'm learning a song. I'll go Crowded House, Weather With You. And then I'll cheat because I'll jump on over to Ultimate Guitar here. I'll find a tab or a chord layout here that's going to work that looks okay. I think this is the one that I've played it with. So let's just... Yeah, that looks good. So that's when we just grab it. I'll just copy this over. Again, I said this in the earlier show, but this is going to be a combination show. It's going to be a little bit of inside baseball of what I do when I'm sort of learning a new cover song to play. So hopefully you get some value out of that. And then I'll actually play the song. So you'll kind of see the evolution of this. So here is the tune. There's the Crowdy's tune. It's 96 BPM. So we'll play it around about that speed. Come in here. And the way that I like to lay out my songs is I put them landscape mode like this. So we'll do that. We'll then copy this next section and put this next door. Might need to zoom out a little bit because I think this is a bit of a longer tune. Move it across like that. Pop it there. Boom. And zoom out a little bit so that we've got everything on the screen. And then see if we can grab the rest of this. And if I've lined it up properly, I should be able to pop this next to me over here. And then we've got the whole song on a screen. That one's going to need to be adjusted a little bit. Grab that one. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Come on, son. All right. it's being slow because it doesn't like doing things live. All right, so there, this is how I'd go. So I'd bring it up here. There you go. Now I've got the whole song there that I can play along to. It's going to sit on one screen while I'm playing. You don't need to see that screen. You don't need to see my cheat. I'll just pretend, yeah, this is a song I've known for many, many years. It's a Crowded House tune. No, I have played this one before. I just didn't have it in my list. Some of them I just play straight from Ultimate Guitar, but it's easier to have them all on one screen. You don't have to do the scrolling and all of that sort of gear as well. Let's just make sure. I'm just going to check the comments here and make sure that my audio sounds great, says Tom Rochelle. I trust Tom. Sounds great to me, Metallian. Scott's got a thumbs up. We got some thumbs up. Anything cool. Zelda N64 says anything by Jack Johnson. Let's jump into that in a moment. We'll play a Jack Johnson tune next, shall we? So we'll play this one, and then yeah, I'll find a Jack Johnson tune to play and do the same sort of thing. Let us add a little bit of reverb, oration, like so. I'll pop this out of the way so I can actually see the lyrics. This is a Crowded House tune. It is one of my favourites. It's called Weather With You. Walking round the room singing stormy weather, 57 Mount Pleasant Street. Well, it's the same room but everything's different. You can fight the sleep but not the dream. Things ain't cooking in my kitchen. A strange affliction crush over me. Julius Caesar and the Roman Empire couldn't conquer the blue sky. Well, there's a small boat made of china. It's going nowhere on a mantelpiece. Well, I do like a lounge room lizard, or do I sing like a bird released? Everywhere you go, you always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, you always take the weather. Everywhere you go, always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, always take the weather with you. Should have had a drink before this one. It's just at the top of my range, right where the falsetto kicks in. Everywhere you go, you always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, you always take the weather. Everywhere you go, you always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, always take the weather. Take the weather, take the weather with you. That's a great song when you've got the two guitars there, the second guitar playing lead. And yeah, Neil Finn, he has a lot of songs that are right there in my range. That one is one that is about a tone or two tones. I probably need to bring my guitar down, tune it down to D so that I can sing that one. Or, actually drink water before you play. Good fun, good times. But yeah, again, it's fun to learn these sort of things, and I'm protecting myself by saying this is going to be part educational, right? Yeah, so you get to see behind the curtain how things work out. All right, let's play some Jack Johnson, shall we? We had a request for some Jack Johnson. What's one of my favourite Jack Johnson tunes? It's probably this one. I'll play it. I'll show you how I play. We'll go a bit of a risk here because I'm not sure of the actual speed of this one, but I'll play along with this and I'll show you how, if you've not used the auto scroll feature on Ultimate Guitar, it's actually pretty good for trying to learn how to play a song and making sure that it's actually in the right key for you. So let's zoom in on this one, shall we? I don't want to zoom in too far, otherwise it's not going to fit as enough on the screen for me to go with it. So this is a tune by Jack Johnson called Gone. I love it because it's got a C sharp minor, and I do love me a C sharp minor. So this is the way that we'd set it up here. I've got the intro there. Now you can hit the auto scroll button here. You can then use your plus and minus to speed up the auto scroll and to slow down the auto scroll. So I'll try and get it at about the speed that we're going to need it here, and we'll find out. If we get halfway through the song and we're too far ahead or not far ahead enough, we'll see how we go. This is always the danger. This is why I copy it and paste it over onto a single one. But it can be fun for, again, for learning something while you're playing along. So let's try this one. This is a Jack Johnson tune called Gone. Should have tuned as well. Look at all those fancy clothes. These could keep us warm just like those. What about your soul? Is it cold? Is it straight from the mold and ready to be sold? Cars and phones and diamond rings, bling bling, these are only removable things. What about your mind? Does it shine? Or are the things that concern you more than your time? Gone, going, gone, everything gone, give a damn. Gone be the birds when they don't want to sing. Gone people, all awkward with their things gone. Look at you out to make a deal. You try to be appealing, but you lose your appeal. What about these shoes you're in today? They'll do no good on the bridges you flaunt along the way. Oh, you're willing to sell everything, gone with your hurt. Gone be the footsteps, soaking them without word. Gone people, all careless and confused, gone. So Pete was at a speed of 0.7. Probably should have been at about a 1.3 to actually get there, which is why I had to kind of guess at the words as we got towards the end there. But again, it's a fun way. If you're learning, you can sort of learn. And what I should really do is make a note for myself of what speed I should actually have these scrolling at when I'm actually playing them. But there you go, a little behind the curtains there, and that was so that was Crowded House, and then Jack Johnson. If you do have a request, throw it in the chat here, and I'll give it a go. As we've proven by the first couple of tunes, I'm happy to try things. Who is it? It's Jade Star? Who is it, Jade Star? As Jade Star has been saying lately, failure is awesome. Just fail at things. Learn your limitations. If you never push yourself towards the limitations, you'll never know how far you can go. I know I sound like a motivational speaker, don't I? Speaking of motivation, it's not the happy hour unless we have a beverage, right? So we're going to be today drinking the Happy Land Summery Ale. It's about as far from summer as we can get, but I know for many of you folks in the Northern Hemisphere, it is your summer. And I really like a summery ale. You can't really go past it. So let's have a drink. Red or bluey, greeny, rainbow. Hello. All right. That's better. The playing will now be perfect. Or something like that. Alrighty. That was, fine tune, says Bubba. Not perfectly played, but it is a great song. Tom Rochelle says, be good to have a foot pedal to control the scroll speed somehow. Yeah, so there's like Bluetooth page turners that you can get and specific apps that you can get. Really must look into it because I never really started doing this. It was only because this happy hour thing came about, and I was originally playing my songs, and then I'm like, I should learn other people's songs and get a cover set going on so that when the pubs reopen, I can go and play some open mics and do some gigs. So that's where we got there. Michael Turner says, brain damage, please. Now, Michael, I think you put a request on there, which was probably a song that I don't know. or haven't played before or haven't heard before. So yeah. Oh, hello, Jade. Jade has jumped on in. Same with Neil Young. I don't actually know a whole lot of Neil Young. I know it's a bit weird. You'd think that I'd be a big Neil Young fan. Damien asks, "Will you review Tonebridge?" It's definitely something that I need to do soon. I need to review Tonebridge because I haven't before. I don't use it a lot. Jade uses Tonebridge quite a bit, so Jade's probably got some feedback and views on that she may be able to share. Let's see what else we've got on the request list. Oh, this is a fun one. I just practiced this one beforehand. Somebody, Dragon Mobile Gaming, hello to you, shout out to you. I think you're actually up there in the UK, so you may not be on this live show because it would be a crazy time for you. But you have requested a tune that I've never played before, but I'm going to try. I thought I already copied it over here. I thought I already had it in my list, but it appears that I don't. So we might be doing the ultimate guitar thing again and trying this, or maybe I'll copy it across. Let me just find. I know I'm sounding very very vague here. It's a bit of one of those days. Better have a drink. Everyone, have a drink. Have a red while you wait for me to get my stuff together. All right, I'm going to just. Do I copy it over? Let's just try. Let's just try a little bit of this one, and we'll try it here in Ultimate Guitar, and I'll copy it over if it's something that it's worthwhile me doing in the future. I'll get my keyboard close to me here this time so that I can hit the plus or the minus on my scroll if I need to. And we'll make sure we're in tune. Because that last song, yeah, the E string's way flat. And the A string's sharp. There we go. We're about right. Let's just try this song. This is a song by Outkast, and it was a very popular song in the 2000s. I watched a documentary about this during the week, which I thought was interesting. So I'll tell you about that at the end of this one. But let's play this one. This is Heya by Outkast. There we go. Scrolling. 2, 3, 4. My baby don't mess around because she loves me knowing this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But you can't see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, cause you know alone is killing me right now. I thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together, cause we don't know how. Hey, got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it till there's nothing at all. We get together, oh, we get together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. If what they say is nothing is forever, then what makes love exception? So why you in denial when we know you're not happy here? Hey, 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 need some help here. All right now, fellas. Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. I can't hear you. I said, what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. All right. Okay, now, ladies. Yeah. We're gonna break this down in just a few seconds. Now, don't let me break this down for nothing. Now, I want to see y'all on your baddest behavior. Give me some sugar. I am your neighbor. Shake it, 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 shake it like a Polaroid picture. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Hey, hey, That was way too much fun. Oh my goodness, how bad is that? If if I had the capability of being embarrassed like I did in the past, whew, how embarrassing would that have been? So much fun though. There's potential there. What do you reckon? A potential there that could be a song if I worked on it a little bit. But there's something about me doing that breakdown bit there in the middle that like Andre 3000 would be rolling around in his grave if he wasn't, still alive and all that. Mm. Red. But thank you for the suggestion. Who was that suggested that? Who do I blame for suggesting that? That was Dragon Mobile Gaming. Love it. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, we're definitely out of our comfort zone here. That is for sure. 1,000 watts is joining in the ice cold. Love it. Love it a lot. Thank you. I got a couple of good requests here. Sion said, "Did anyone hear the Scrubs cover?" I didn't. No, but yes, that was Outcast. Sion, thank you for your support. Tom Rochelle, thank you. Bubba, thank you. Scotch Metallion. Alrighty, let's move on here. I did see a cool request. Where are we at? We're nearly at halfway mark. Can you believe it? Time flies by in the yellow. No, we're not singing that song this week. I did that as part of my naughties. What's that guy's name? You know the one, Slimy McSlim. What's that? George Ezra. Yeah, that one. All right, let me find this song. We've had a request here, and this is one that I definitely played an awful lot back in the 90s. I probably haven't played it since the 90s, but I'm sure it will be familiar. This time, to make sure that I get all this one's got a lot of words. I'm going to make sure that I do copy it and paste it across. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put it here. This song is from the 90s, so we'll start giving you some clues so you can play along at home. This is the song from the 90s. It was a number one hit here in Australia, and I think it did pretty well around the world as well. It's from a band from the UK. The band was famous for having a feud with Foo Fighters. The lead singer of this band and Dave Grohl apparently had a feud, which, if you listen to either of them talk now, they say, no, it wasn't really. But that was the word at the time. They have a 4-letter name that could be construed as an inappropriate word if you wanted to. Not that inappropriate. It's not that bad of a 4-letter word. But yeah, we'll be playing their song in just a moment. What are the guesses? Anyone want to throw a guess in the chat there? And we will... I'm sorry, I'm pausing, stalling for time while I copy in all of these lyrics. In the 90s, they wrote too many words in their songs. What's wrong with just, hey, hey, all right. Nearly there. Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Alrighty, let's try this one, and I'll see if it's going to work for us. This is a tune. Let me know when you recognise the name of the song and the band. Some folks have probably already got it, but we'll play this one. Must be your skin that I'm sinking in. Must be for real, 'cause now I can feel. And I don't mind, it's not my time to wonder why. Everything's gone white and everything's grey. Now you're here, now you're away. Don't want this, remember that. You never forget where you're at. Don't let the days go by. Glycerine, glycerine. I'm never alone, I'm alone all the time. Are you at one or do you lie? We live in a wheel where everyone steals. When we rise, it's like strawberry fields. Treated you bad, you bruised my face. Couldn't love you more, you got a beautiful taste. Don't Don't let the days go by. Could have been easier on you. Couldn't change though I wanted to. Should have been easier by 3. My old friend Fair and you and me. Glycerine, glycerine. Don't let the days go by. Don't let the days go by. I lost my place a little bit there. Plus, I probably couldn't do the big glycerine, glycerine. Well, I probably could have, but I didn't get there. Sorry. If you're waiting for the climax at the end there, I apologise. Didn't quite make it there. But what a cool song! What a cool band! Again, shows you what 4 chords can do. Back in the 90s, we wrote lots of meaningful, angsty words, but we generally only used 4 chords just to keep things nice and easy. What? Who needs anything else when you can use 1, 4, 5, 6? Hey. Alrighty. Thank you. That was Jade Star suggesting that tune. Of course it was Glycerine by Bush. Jade Star says, I nearly asked for come down, but it's a definite strain on the voice in the chorus. Yeah, I don't want to come back down from this. Yeah, I wouldn't have done well with that. It would have hurt all of your ears. Or Machine Head. Yeah, Machine Head's cool. What's the one I like? Swallowed, followed. Yeah, I like that because you can basically just do the Eddie Vedder and make it sound good. Speaking of Eddie Vedder, why don't we play a Pearl Jam tune? Because I didn't plant this, but someone actually asked. Who was it? I think it was our buddy Mike Guest Guitar, who is probably snoozing because he's over there in the UK. But a stripped back acoustic version of Black by Pearl Jam. This is actually one of my favourite songs, and I think I played it. I might have played it once during the happy hour, like a previous happy hour back in the 90s, maybe. I can't remember. But we'll play a version of it now. If I can find it in my list here. We're in the 90s, so it should be right here. There it is. So again, yeah, this is my very poor filing system. You've got 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties, 10s, and these are all my 90s tunes along the side over here. And this is this one, which is Black by Pearl Jam. Let's just zoom in. Oh, that's too far zoomed in. Yeah, I'll have to do that. Let's give this one a go, shall we? Let's get my... Hang on, I'll just warm up my Eddie Vedder. All right. My wife accuses me that I do the Sean. I always do the Eddie Vedder Sean instead of action. Okay, action. It's just a 90s thing. We all did it. Don't blame me. I didn't make it up. Good times. All right, let's give this one a crack. Let's give Black a crack. I'll turn up a bit of extra reverb for this one because it's going to be... Sheets of empty canvas, untouched sheets of clay, they spread out before me as her body once did. All 5 horizons revolve around her soul, the earth to the sun. Now the air I tasted and breathed has taken a turn. Ooh, and all I thought it was everything. Ooh, I know she gave me all that she was. now my bitter hand drift on broken clouds of what was everything. All the pictures have all been washed in black, tattooed everything. I take a walk outside, I'm surrounded by some kids at play. I can feel their laughter, so what do I say? Ooh, and twisted thoughts that spin around my head. I'm spinning, oh, I'm spinning. How quick the sun can drop away. And now my bitter hand cradle broken glass of what was everything. All the pictures have all been washed in black, tattooed everything. All the love gone bad, turned my world to black, tattooed all I see, all that I am, all that will be. Yeah, I know someday you'll have a beautiful life. I know you will be a star in somebody else's sky. But why can it be? Can it be mine? Yeah. Do 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 do. The great Pearl Jam from 1991, I want to say. That was from the album 10, so it must be 91. Kicking off the 90s in style with Black by Pearl Jam. Thank you for the request of that one, Mark Guest, and giving me a chance to tap into my inner Eddie Vedder. Hopefully I did it some level of justice. We've got a couple more requests that came through on the community tab. Scroll on down. Oh, thank you, Bubba. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Medallion. Jeff Brush. Hunger Strike by Temple of the Dog. Oh yeah, I'd have to learn that on the fly, I think. Or Husker Du. They were not that big here in Australia, but whenever I hear the 90s, I hear about Husker Du, and I don't actually understand what the reference is there. I told you that I would say I'd tell a story about the song Hey Ya. So yeah, let's just talk about that. So if you listen to the lyrics of the song "Hey Ya" by Outkast, it's actually a song about relationships like breaking down and about people staying together because it's like easier than being apart and sort of losing that spark. It's so weird. And when you hear Andre 3000 interviewed about the song, he's like, yeah, so it was, and it's holding a mirror up to say that people will just dance and sing along and find a funky tune funky if it just makes them, has a beat and it makes them dance, as opposed to like actually listening to the words. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I've kind of used some of that in some songs that I've done before, where I like the idea of a really happy song, but it's actually about a pretty deep topic, or perhaps a bit of vice versa. Well, I don't know. Are there many sad songs, many ballady type songs that are actually like not really about anything? Like don't have a lot of meaning? I don't know. Husker says you did a happy hour in the 90s. I didn't, but I've done. If you're just new to the channel, I've been doing these happy hours for about 4 months now. Basically, since everything locked down, I thought I'd do a happy hour every week playing some live music, played some of my music, and then we counted down the decades. We did 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties, 2010s, and today. So if you want to check out those, you can go back through the archives of the playlist, which this video is linked in. It'll probably pop up at the end. Red, everybody get your red on. Someone threw down in the community tab. They threw down a challenge here, and it was to play Layla by Eric Clapton. It was Six String Gunner, who's been around here on the channel quite a lot and is one of the regulars around here. So I deliberately didn't do this song for the 70s Happy Hour because I started learning it and I was just like, I'm not going to do this justice. So I didn't play it. But now you're going to get to hear it anyway because I'm going to give this one a go. I'm going to try a bit of a different version of this. So, because Layla, if you don't remember, was the Cream tune back in the 70s. And then Eric Clapton famously brought it back when he did his Unplugged, his acoustic set back in the MTV Unplugged days, and played a very cool acoustic version of it. So that's why I didn't play it, because I'm like, I am not Eric Clapton, and I'm not going to be able to do justice to this. But I'm going to try it anyway. So this is my attempt at Layla by Eric Clapton here on The Happy Hour here today. What would you do when you get lonely? No one waiting by your side. Been running round and holding much too long. You know it's just your foolish pride. Layla, got me on my knees, Layla, begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? Try to give you consolation. Your old man, he let you down. Like a fool, I fell in love with you. You turned my whole world upside down. Layla, got me on my knees, Layla, begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? Make the best of the situation before I finally go insane. Please don't say we'll never find a way. Tell me all my love's in vain. Layla, you got me on my knees, Layla, begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? Layla, you got me on my knees, Layla, begging, darling, please, Layla. Darling, won't you ease my worried mind? Slightly cut down versions of all the songs here today because because that's a struggle. So my kryptonite, the thing that I can't do is play a very good B flat, and going from a going from a D minor to a B flat is one of the hardest things for me to do. So that song that does it over and over and over again, not a lot of fun to play. Anyway, Jalen Lay says, "Can you play your song perfect?" Yeah, you know what? Let's play a song that I actually know, that is mine, that I wrote. Because if I make a mistake on that one, then it's entirely my fault. So let's jump into an original tune, shall we? And play perfect. But thank you to Bubba, thanks Tom Rochelle, thanks Scott, thanks for your applause. 1,000 watts and the chord changes to Layla are genius. They are so good. Seriously, anyway, very very cool. I love it. Alrighty. Let's have a red. Not that I encourage or condone drinking, but if you are having a beverage, even if it's a cup of tea, let me know. Let me know what you're enjoying while we have this this little session here. We've only got 15 minutes left, so I better get a move on. I was about to say, all right, now let's jump into this next song, and then I realized that I don't actually know what the next song I'm going to play is. So let's see if we've got any other requests here. Scott has requested. Okay. Scott has requested a tune, which is one. Did I play this one? I can't even remember if I played this one. I might have done in the '90s version or in one of my other ones. But this is while we're on the 90s, because a lot of folks here seem to be of the 90s. This one's from 1995 from one of my favourite bands. I got to say, they'd probably be top 10 at least. So this is a band out of California, big in the 90s, still pretty big now, have a very charismatic, from Australia in fact. The bass player grew up in Australia. He played the trumpet and then he decided to start playing some bass and he got together with his friend Anthony and they made a rock band and the rest, as they say, is history. So let's give this one a crack. This is the Red Hot Chili Peppers tune called My Friends. My friends are so depressed. I feel the question of your loneliness. Confide, 'cause I'll be on your side. You know I will. You know I will. Ex-girlfriend called me up, alone and desperate on my prison phone. They want to give us 7 years for being sad. I love all of you, hurt by the cold, so hard and lonely too, when you don't know yourself. My friends are so distressed, standing on the brink of emptiness. The words I know how to express is emptiness. I love all of you, hurt by the cold, so hard and lonely too, when you don't know yourself. Imagine me taught by tragedy, release his peace. I heard a little girl, what she said was something beautiful. To give your love no matter what, no matter what. I love all of you, hurt by the cold, so hard and lonely too, when you don't know yourself. Of course, Red Hot Chili Peppers, My Friends, from 1995. We've got 10 minutes left here, folks. This happy hour has flown by, as it always does. We always have a lot of fun. Well, I always have a lot of fun, and I do thank you for being here, whether you're watching live or watching on the replay. If you had some fun, if you learnt something, if you realised that you too should just throw caution to the wind, start experimenting, start doing things. You don't have to do it in front of people live on the internet. You can do it wherever and whenever you like. But yeah, make sure you get out of your comfort zone. Sometime this weekend or during this week, get out of your comfort zone and do something that you don't ordinarily do. It's a lot of fun. You learn a lot about yourself and what you can do, what you're actually capable of, and you'll be quite surprised at what you can do. What have I learned today? Well, I've learnt that I need to play Bush songs more because I really like that song, Glycerine, and I haven't played it in ages. So thank you, Jade, for that recommendation. I learnt that I didn't play Layla as bad as I thought I would. It was actually okay, and maybe I can work on that and work on my B flat that I played there. Outcast, Haya, that was super fun, but I'm way too 42-year-old man that I don't have the ability to do that whole cheering along in the middle bit, but maybe I do. Maybe that's what makes it fun. But yeah, there's lots of things that I learned about today. And I learned that Crowded House, I should pick songs where Neil sings about 2 tones lower than Weather With You, because that one pushed my voice a bit. All right, I've got a couple, like I said, I've got a couple of tunes left in me. And I've got a song that I want to play as the closer here today. One of my favorites, so I'm going to be doing that. 1,000 watts. Oh, perfect. That's what it was. See, I knew that. I knew that there was something. I'm going to jump in and play. I was like, I was all ready to play something, and then I just went off on a complete tangent. So I'm going to play my song Perfect, and then we'll finish off with a final cover song of one of my all-time favorite songs. I shouldn't need the lyrics to my own song, but because I can put them up, I'm going to do it anyway, just in case. Just in case we don't quite get there. All right. Let's do this. This is a song from my recent EP. If you're new to the channel, I released a 5-track EP, which I created. I showed the process of creating, recording, and releasing here on the channel. It's called Maybe, and this is one of the tunes from that. The full version is available. Just search Pete Johns Maybe or Pete Johns Perfect on your streaming platform of choice. This is my tune called Perfect. Life isn't always fair. Everyone has their problems. It's easy to hide away and harder to find solutions. But I know this for sure, this ain't a dress rehearsal. Don't wait to see the sign. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful, they say. But sometimes it feels that way. You will not always win. Sometimes you lack direction, but you gotta stay the course, 'cause you're gonna face rejection, and you won't always know there's a battle ahead. Sometimes the war is in your head. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. And I don't know what is left to say, 'cause sometimes you hide away and look back on your mistakes. You cannot turn back time and make everything seem fine. So remember, life doesn't have to be perfect, to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect, to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect, to be wonderful. Life doesn't have to be perfect, to be wonderful. 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 And yeah, things may not be perfect at the moment anywhere, but you know what? Yeah, it can still be wonderful. Can still there is still joy in the world. There is still music. There is still people helping people, etc. All right. All right, I'm going to give you the choice because this is by request. I'm going to give you the choice. Do you want to hear a slower, more meaningful, ballady, poignant song, or should we go out with something a little bit more upbeat, up tempo, a little bit more fun? I know it's a happy hour, so I'm kind of sure which way the vote will go, but I'm giving it to you. Do we go slow, tender ballad? Do we go fun, funky, happy? Let me know. You have 60 seconds to decide because we have 4 minutes left and this will be the last tune we play. So it's up to you. I won't tell you which song, but you can tell me whether we want one or two. I'll have a drink. Oh, that one's done. I'll open another beer because, yeah, that's a good idea with 4 minutes to go. I'll open another beer and you let me know. Do we finish fun? Do we finish with fun? Do we finish upbeat or do we finish with something more mellow? What do you need to end your night? We've got to vote for upbeat. We've got to vote for both. I'd love to, Bubba. But I'm actually going out to lunch today. I know, I'm going to a place. Scott agrees with Bubba. We've got to vote for slow. It's tied now. The next thing that pops up here is going to decide it. I know. It's just it's tense. Both. Oh no, we keep going both. Am I going to be able to fit in both? I really can't do it. So we're going to have to pick one or the other. It's going to come down to this. Whichever one I don't, here's the thing. Whichever one I don't play, I will record later today and release on the channel here. So you won't, you'll get one and then I'll play the other one. So I have to keep getting both. So I'm going to wait until we get one. The next vote is going to decide it. Upbeat. Jalen Lay has spoken, and Scott says upbeat. All right, we're going to go upbeat, which is actually good because the other song I kind of want to do like a nice acoustic version. So I'm going to record that later. That's something to look out for. I'll just release that as a separate song on the channel. And in fact, I'm considering doing that as a cover song to release on DistroKid because I need to do a video about releasing a cover song on DistroKid. So I might actually do that one as that. Yes, they've all come in as upbeat. I'd love to do both, but I'm already going to run out of time here. So let's finish off with a bit of fun. This is a tune from the 80s. So that gives you a hint. It was a bit of a one-hit wonder, you'd have to say. It's pretty poignant because I've been getting into a bit of retro tech of late. I can't find the right version of this. Hang on. Sorry. As I'm talking, I'm just like, oh no, I can't find the right one. There. Oh man. I'm talking my way into this, and then I'm like, oh no, I've lost the thing where I'm going to do it. We might have to change it up anyway. No, that's not it. Sorry, hold the line. Talk amongst yourselves, please. There it is. There's the version I wanted. Okay, we found it. It was actually then covered in the 90s by the presidents of the United States, and that's where I kind of first heard it. I was aware of the song, but it was an 80s song covered by a 90s alt rock kind of band, and now I'm going to play an acoustic version of it. So this is an interesting one. So let me know when you know the name of the song, and then we'll finish up, and then we'll be done here on the happy hour. Let's do this. I Heard you on my wireless back in 52. Intent tuning in on you. And I was young, it didn't stop you coming through. Oh, oh. They took the credit for your second symphony, rewritten by machines on new technology. And now I understand the supernova scene. Oh, oh. I met your children. Oh, oh. What did you sell them? Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star. And in my mind and in my car, we can't rewind, we've gone too far. Oh, oh. Oh, and now he's in an abandoned studio. I hear the playback and it seems so long ago. And you remember the jingles used to go. Oh, oh, you were the first one. Oh, oh, you were the last one. Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star. And in my mind and in my car, we can't rewind, we've gone too far. Oh, 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 all right. The blame on VCR. You are radio star. You are the radio star. Video killed 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 that radio star. Yes, it did. And now streaming has killed video. I watched a documentary on Blockbuster Video today. It was pretty funny. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your wonderful support. The happy hour is just the show that won't go away, isn't it? Thank you, Scott, who has thrown a super chat my way. I really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you to everyone else who's been here. Jeff Brush, Tom Rochelle, Bubba, Medallion 58, 1000 watts. You guys are all awesome. Who else I missed there? Ronnie, thank you for being here. Bob Protonus, thank you for being here. Jeff Brush. Scott, I've already said g'day, but I'll say it again. Who else have we got? Jalen Lay has been here. Appreciate you. Jade Star, of course. Sion, of course, our moderators doing a fantastic job. As always, Zelda N64 fan, a heap of folks were here. We had a lot of fun, or at least I did, on the show here today. So thank you so much for being here. Reality TV killed MTV, 1000 watts. I agree, 100%. Thank you again. Like I said, I won't say the name of the song, but there's one of my favorite songs by one of my favorite bands I'm working on an acoustic cover of. So we didn't have time to play it here today, but I will be playing that and recording it, and then I'll release that. So there you go. There'll be between now and GarageBand Weekly tomorrow, you'll have another little video coming your way. So keep an eye on the channel for that. Until next time, though, thank you so much for being here and for all of your support. I got to go because I'm actually, going for a walk in the sunshine to go to a pub and have lunch. I know, we can actually do these things, like still limitations, but we're getting there, right? Thank you, everyone. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.